All right. I think it's 2 days back now when a video surfaced online where Peter Obi and Peter Randy was having a kind of a conversation. And some people, some misguided people, and some people who are always bent on spreading false narrative took that video and begin to bring into that video a very stupid narrative, misinterpret that video completely and turn it upside down for their own selfish interest. You see, when that video surface, ordinarily, if you see that video, you will think Peter Obi was trying to kind of, when he did his hand like this, you think he was trying to kind of drive Peter away, but it signifies something different. But my take is this. If something of such happened, you were not there physically. The way you can analyze a conversation or an event, if you are there physically, is different from when a video shows it. And if someone is not analyzing what is going on there, you can easily misinterpret it. But because of this misguided individual who feel they are so special, who feel whatever they come out to say on social media, they will believe. Of course, they have some morons, some idiots who believe them whenever they come to say nonsense on social media. So this individual personality brought out that part of the video, misinterpreted, and begin to bring different narrative. I'm talking particularly about VDM. Yes, you heard me right. I think most of you that call yourself rattle or rat fools, I don't know what to call you. I know you will call me, I begin to attack. I don't care. You attack me, I don't care because if you have brain, that you can use to reason well, you will know that someone who meant well for you and who meant well for the country. I want to observe from what VDM did with that video is that for the past month, when Peter Randy came up with electoral reform, you remember this young man started this electoral reform single-handedly campaigning himself. He was moving from one place to another. In fact, was sewing, he sewed, an entire, which he's still wearing today, talking about reform. So many people were laughing at him. Even some young people that somehow believe in it now, we're laughing at this guy. He said it will not go anywhere. Even though I understand that what the National Assembly later passed out, what later bring it to be that favors that they think they favors them, it was Peter Randy that made them to do whatever they did, even though the electoral law is something they did to favor them. In fact, it shook them to the extent they had to call for a kind of a committee to look into it. So to me, Peter Randy and some other guys like Mama P, like Zekeri, like Ghana, like many of them, young people, those guys that I've just mentioned, these are the heroes that I know in Nigeria as we speak today. So VDM has been looking for one way or the other to discredit Peter Randy because he sees Peter Randy as a voice that will overshadow his shenanigans. That's why he's been looking for a way to attack Peter Randy. Let me give you an example. When this electoral reform was going on, which was championed by Peter Randy, do you know what he said? I know most of you would call yourself rat or rat fools. You don't, whatever he says, you swallow it because you look at him as a semi-god who has integrity. Integrity, my foot. He says the reason he does not join that protest is because the people that are contesting for election who are supposed to be in forefront of the protest, they are not there. Let me tell you, Mr. Man, if people want a change in a country, it's not the presidential candidate. It's the people who feel the pain that will come out and, spark a revolution, a political revolution if you want, any revolution if you want. It is the people that feel the pain, not the candidate. The candidate today can decide to say, okay, I'm leaving politics. They are what to do. They will not suffer for the rest of their life. I'm particularly talking about the person of Peter Obi. If Peter Obi decided to drop out of the race today, say, I'm not doing again, Peter Obi, for the rest of his life and his family, is made for life. In fact, Peter Obi is the one doing us a favor. If you don't know it now, knowing so many Nigerians are watching me now, Peter Obi is the one doing Nigeria as a favor. In fact, if Nigeria was to be a sane country, we would be the one begging Peter Obi, please, can we let's coronate you to become the president of Nigeria. No need for election. Let's coronate you. No, because we have a corrupt establishment whose business is to steal and just to loot. Not sure if such will happen. Now, he said they're supposed to be in the forefront. That is why it's not joining the protest. And then I talk all this nonsense. Again, he said he's not. He doesn't want to do anything politics. Let me tell you, Mr. Man, you claim to be. If you are a rat fool, listen to me now. Let me educate you. He says he's defending you as he wants to make Nigeria good. He wants to make sure there's no corruption. He wants to fight people who are defrauding people, right? What bring a society, what make a society lawless? Or what make a society to be a society that is being followed by the rule of law? Everything boils down to politics. Everything that revolves around any society, any country, everything is being brought forward, brought into place by politics. Whatever laws you have in a country, whatever rules you have in a country, whatever behavior, values you have in a country is being shaping your life. Everything that has to do with you in a society is being shaped by politics. In other words, if you assume that people are being fraudulent, people are being, they dupe people. It's a country that there's lawless. Anybody can do whatever they want without anybody questioning them. If you really want to defend the people, the core root of having a society where people behave orderly, where people will not defraud people, where people will follow the rule of the law, is through politics. So if you want to shape any society, you will make sure you follow the political process. You educate the young people to make sure they are able to vote. They are able to elect those leaders who will make the society a better place. Once you do that, you don't need to fight any other fight. But by the time you single it and begin to say a particular individual is the one that is going to save Nigeria through whenever there is a case, he will bring this case to him. Let me even which serious case has VDM succeeded in? They said this is a case apart from all these vendors, these that are different. Which serious case? For example, the case that the AIG's case. Let's take that as an example, which is one of the most high-profile case. Now, what led to that case, or how who do Inspector General of Police or the AIG answer to? Politicians. Now, excuse me, if the country was to be working fine, assuming the evidence you claim you have against this man is true, assuming the country was to be working fine, will that man have the guts to do something like that, to pin a murder on someone who doesn't, an innocent person? No, because the society is corrupt, because the society there is fraud from even the presidency down. So they have they have that belief that whatever we do, we go scot-free. Nothing will happen to us. This is why you have a lawless society. So what I'm trying to say is the essence is this: the core, principle of a society to be a lawful society is through politics. So if you want a society to be a very lawful society that follow the rules of law, that you have, I mean, you have this crime rate or this criminality or fraud reduced to the barest minimum, it's when you have a very legitimate political process that brings people that are legitimate to rule into power. So this is why whatever you do, if you want to save Nigeria from the process it is today, you have to involve in politics and educate people. Nobody's asking to join a political party. All you need to do if you really want to fight for a better Nigeria, you claim you have millions of writers that follow you. All you need to do, you have to ginger them up, participate in electoral process. I'm not asking you to vote for any candidate, but you must have a candidate of your choice that you know will do what Nigeria want. Follow that candidate. If you really want to make Nigeria a better place, no, that's not what they want. Because these people that claim to be activists, they want the country to remain down the way it is now. They want Nigeria to continue to be destroyed. Because if Nigeria is destroyed, that's why you have more poor people who cannot reason. Because when the country is destroyed, the economic has destroyed their reason, faculty. They don't have brain anymore. So whatever they see on social media, they swallow. So they see those people as God. So if those people manage to garner those kind of followers, now what they now do, they create a scenario that they are their hero. This is exactly what Very Dark Man is doing. This is why you see him analyzing that video as if it was there. Another thing that says that even baffles me, he said, do you see how Peter sized Peter Obi from head to toe? How did you know that he was sizing him from head to toe? Thank God a video has come out from Mama P. They cleared the air. They showed the full video. In fact, Peter Obi was asking them, when Peter was coming to, he said, no. You guys are going ready so that you go ready and so that you get your flight. Go get prepared. And they also show about 3-4 videos, where Peter Obi was telling people, no. It was usually the same demonstration he used with Peter. But because VDM has had hatred for this guy, he has been looking for an opportunity to discredit this guy. Because he has been looking for an opportunity to discredit young people that are working hard to make sure democracy, to make sure the rule of law, to make sure we have good governance. Because VDM knows very well, once good governance comes in, its market is gone. Because these people, they strive. That's why you see he's associated with people like Deji. These are the kind of people. You see him, called Deji's lawyer. Birds of the same feather. Like I keep telling you guys who keep listening to this rubbish this guy vomit from his mouth every now and then. If Tinubu managed to manipulate himself back to power in 2027, people like us won't suffer it at all. At all. I know most of you will come here and begin to say you want to use VDM to gain relevance. Who is he? Use Tama to get it. I do this social media with I do it. I don't do it often. I don't even have. I'm such a busy fellow. I do it once in a while. To use VDM to do what? You think I don't? I pity for some of you who use social media as a source of livelihood, like what the person you call your God, that's where he eats from. Tell me, what is his job? What is his job? The money he got now for that he used to establish his brother now, who is one of the biggest importer of whether cars or whatever in Nigeria. Where did he get the money from? It's not through social media or through whatever he's doing. What is his job? He has been looking for this opportunity. Once he sees that little opportunity, he was analyzing the video as if it was there. Another thing he said that most of you that are daft following him will take and we are praising him for is that he said he was castigating Peter, that he knew that all this thing was about self, not about Peter Obi. He said, look at the song Tinubu has for his campaign. It's even better than the one of Peter Obi because they are saying on your mandate, yes, on his mandate, but Peter Obi's own is nothing. They have indirectly positioned this young man to distract the young people. And he has succeeded in distracting many fools, illiterate, morons. Like I said, if Tinubu succeed in coming back to power in 2027, in rigging himself back to power in 2027, many of you who follow this guy to listen to his nonsense, by the time Tinubu comes into power, 2027 and beyond then, most of you will be begging to eat on the street. Mark my words. I have been saying it. I have said it before. I will continue to say that if you like. Continue to listen to rubbish. Say is your president. Go ahead. I remember when he had quarrel with Shehu, he said that the problem he had with Shehu was asking him to politicize the Rata movement. I think it just come out to fabricate stories. Even though I was not there, I believe that was not what Shehu told him. What Shehu told him must have been, since you have a large followers like this, and now you want to make Nigeria work, I believe the only way you can make Nigeria work is by make sure you kind of blend this movement, not joining a political party per se. Educate your people, make them to understand that they are the only people that can take this country back by themselves. Involve them. Okay, what stop these ratted people to contest for elected position? What stop people by telling them, okay, any of you that knows I have the ability, the quality to lead, go and pick a form in any political party that is good. You know the one that is good. You are just deceiving yourself. Go and pick a form in that party. We will support you. We will push you to either the state house assembly, the national assembly, or senate. You go there, represent the Nigerian people. We push you with our voice. No, we will not say that. I believe this is kind of stuff Shehu was trying to tell him, but because he never wanted anything like that, he never wanted the country to be better. He picked offense. That's why I had quarrel with Shehu. I began to even though I'm not a follower of Shehu, but I believe that guy, to some extent, if you listen to what he says sometimes, he makes a very lot of sense. I mean, a lot of sense it is in whatever he says. I believe that is what Shehu was telling that young man. In fact, I remember some months ago, I kind of because some of us too were, when he started all this he stopped, we were kind of carried away. We were so much, we believe so much in him. VDM. To the extent, I remember some months back, I wrote in his Instagram handle, I wrote a very long message to him. The same thing I believe Shehu told me, that's what I put on that message. I said, now, your movement is, in fact, you have, able to gather large young millions of Nigeria who believes in you, who listen to you talk. I think your movement now has gone beyond just entertaining one individual case or dealing with for someone to report a case to you. Now, I think it is time you move this movement to empower young Nigeria, to make them understand that they can take back their country. They should get, involved. It's not as if I'm asking you to go join a political party, but do it in a way it will get, it will revolve around politics and make the people to understand that they can stand in unity and take back their country from these corrupt politicians. Do you know what he did? Amongst he read that that message and blocked me. That's what he did. This is not why I'm doing, because that was if that is why I am doing this, I would have done this video long ago. Is because of Peter Randy. Because anybody who touches that guy, touches people that believe a true Nigeria. This is why it pains me. This is why I'm coming out to do this. Not because I just believe is it. For him to do this, it was then I understood the kind of person he is. What is really hard for. So is there anything that has to do with him? I don't even look at it. I don't even watch it. I blocked everything that has to. So the reason I watched this one, it was because it has to do with Peter and Peter Randy and Peter Obi. That's why I took my time to watch it. So you see, Mama P has come out with the old narrative, the old video. And he also went for to say in that video, when he was, bringing all this false narrative that if Peter was not doing it for himself, why would he go and contest? You see, if many of you are not daft that follow this guy, if you have a candidate, the most reason you need to be, if you have the capacity, the most reason for you to be on the ballot to contest is for you to have the ability to promote that candidate the more. Because the more you can pay for yourself, the more you can pay for the candidate. Because on the election day, you make sure that while you are winning, the candidate wins in your, constituency. In fact, it will give you the ability, that more zeal. Because each time you go out, I am not only campaigning for this candidate, I'm campaigning for myself. That should be the more reason you even be on ballot. So that even when you win the election, you go to whatever house you are going, House of Rep, House of Senate. Peter is going for House of Rep. He will go there and represent the same candidate to make sure his policies go through. And I know some of you daft people will say, yeah, well, we believe that stupid narrative. Stupid narrative. This is what they have positioned them to do, both the propaganda media, people of VD, to begin to bring narrative that by the time they write the result in 2027, we said it, VDM said it, that Obi has no, there was a day they came out to say they are not organized the way they're supposed to organize. What's your business? Who told you obedient and not organized? They're supposed to be telling you that we are organizing. Supposed to be telling you, who are you to say that? This is the game they are playing. You see them moving from one TV station to another now. Like I told you in that coalition article is doing, it's a gang up game to blackmail Obi. This is another narrative from another side. They are using him to do. I saw it when he was analyzing to the video of Adeleke going to visit Wiki when he was calling Adeleke a puppet. I don't care about that one. I don't care because that one do what they are doing. The one that drew my attention was that he said, you see, he knew if virtually Tinubu wins, Wiki will say that it wins where, wins how. So, are you telling me that if a free and fair election is conducted, if a nobody be on the ballot, Tinubu will win? Not talk of Obi in 2023. Obi won. He has nothing. He has no governor. He has no senate. He has nobody. But now, all the local government in Nigeria, NDC candidate is there. And you come out to spread those rubbish, stupid narrative. Like I said, all those you morons called rattle. I know you come here and talk rubbish. I don't care. Because like I said, if Tinubu comes back, manage to manipulate himself back to anyway, we are going to stop that. It is fools like you that will benefit from a better Nigeria we are yearning for. Many of you doesn't know from your left to right. The other day, that is how he jumped into P-square issue. That doesn't concern him. The question you should ask yourself, this evidence this man is claiming is getting, where is he getting them from? These are questions supposed. This is a private individual. It's not a policeman. It's not EFCC. How is he managing to get this evidence? You don't even. Are you asking yourself such question? How can a person who is not even a third party? Let's bring this issue of a IGP case now as a scenario. This is a very high profile case. The evidence he was producing, those are evidence that the police had when they interviewed the so-called suspect. How did he manage to get this evidence? Because if evidence are taken, they are not given to a suspect, assuming it was those guys that contacted him to help the fight for this case. That should tell you someone from inside is giving him those evidence. So maybe someone who doesn't want this guy to be IG has contacted him to give him those information, because he knows he's the only one that can distribute those information who will not be questioned, because they claim he has integrity. You have not asked yourself, how is this guy getting this information? How? This secret that's supposed, is he not supposed to be, is he not supposed to be against the law? A third party who is not a government, who's not working with any government agency, has private, is private to every detailed information that has to do with the police. Because the police is corrupt. This is why they cannot even talk. So they cannot make noise. It's like they want to fight each other. They want to make sure maybe someone will say, this guy will not be, because he continuously say, let me see how we make sure you are not the IG of this in this country. Begin to connect the dot if you have brain. Because some of you don't have brain, you just listen to rubbish and you drink it. And if you want to wait for VDM to tell you that the police are part of the criminal establishment in Nigeria, then you are a fool. If you were waiting until VDM, according to him, expose the Assistant Inspector General of Police to believe that what you have as police force now is a criminal establishment, then you are a fool. You are a big fool. I don't hold my words to say that. You are a big fool. So, like I said, no matter the narrative you push, Obi is coming to Aso Rock in 2027. No matter the gang up, the people that sent you to do whatever you are doing, we are waiting for you guys in 2027. Continue to, if you do your content, and I don't care. You see, all this content you do. The reason I come out to talk is because you have touched someone that is so dear to my heart, Peter Randy. That's why I came out to talk. Because to me, that young man has done what you can never achieve in that Nigeria. Yes, Peter Randy and so those other young men and women who are pushing, who are making sure that Nigeria work. You have been looking for one way or the other to attack these guys. Once you see that little opportunity, which was not even the right thing you were discussing, narrating, you jump on it and begin to bring up stupid narratives. Thank God, Mama P. Thank God, young, this guy, Zachary, Mama P, Peter Randy, Ghana, Justice Crack, young fellow, young Nigerians. They have come out to defend democracy. We are so proud of you. We are behind you. We are behind you. We are waiting patiently for 2027. We get our country back. Like I said, 2027 is a war. If you think we are going to election, no, we are going to war. We will get our country back. Tinubu is going, taking Tinubu out of Aso Rock by force. Continue to follow whatever you call it, I don't care. And continue to do your content in other area. Don't delve anything else to do with Peter Obi and those guys. The moment you delve into them, I will reply you. Obedient around the world. Get ready. We will get our country back in 2027. Thank you and God bless you. Bye-bye.